Hi, this is Alcan. Welcome back to my channel. Well, I guess Fani Willis might get some bad news from the Supreme Court decision. Let's go to it. It's from Newsweek, not Newsday. Let's see. By Matthew Imperiali, and it said, Fani Willis gets possible bad news from the Supreme Court. Let's see. So, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis received some possible bad news on Monday following a ruling by the U.S. Supreme Court in Donald Trump's presidential immunity case in relation to his federal election interference case, according to legal experts. In a 6-3 decision, the court had ruled on Monday that the former president, I don't know why I say presidents, has absolute immunity for official acts, but no immunity at all for private acts. But he was in office during this time. The court had sent the case, which was led by the Department of Justice, DOJ counsel Jack Smith, and focused on Trump's alleged role surrounding the January 6, 2021 U.S. Capitol riots and Trump's alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election result that saw President Joe Biden as the winner. Back to a lower court in Washington, D.C. to figure out how to determine what is constitute an official act. In other words, Chuck and everybody else, you better get your act together because the Supreme Court just told you otherwise. It's possible Trump, who maintained his innocence, will still face a trial for some charges in the case that are not deemed official, but conservatives are viewing the ruling as a victory as they make it less likely the case will go through trial before November election. The Supreme Court decision on Monday overturns a February appeal court ruling that rejected Trump's presidential immunity claims. The 3-judge panel for the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in D.C. found that immunity does not apply to Trump because he's no longer president. Yeah, but this stuff happened when he was president. Of course, Judge Tanya Chutkan, who oversees the case, has also denied Trump's request earlier this year. Well, unfortunately, now it's going back to them, and they're going to have to decide if they want to play nice or they want to play stupid. They want to play stupid. For all the decisions, some legal experts speculate what impact the ruling could have on the case in Fulton County, Georgia. Trump was indicted by Willis last August in a 2020 election interference case following a phone call he had with Georgia Secretary of State Brad Rosenberger, whatever fungal his name is, in this January 2021. He asked to find more than 11,000 votes so he can be declared the winner in Georgia instead of Biden. He's looking for legal votes, not illegal votes. Trump and 18 co-defendants were also accused of violating the state Racketeering, Influence, and Corruption Organization RICO Act. So is a rapper. The former president has maintained his innocence and said the case is politically motivated. This ruling also affects Georgia prosecution, which is based on the same conduct, though even as president, Trump can't torpedo a state case, says former U.S. Attorney Barbara McQuaid Monday on X, formerly known on Twitter. How about McQuack? So former federal prosecutor Michael McAfee told Newsweek that to the extent that the Georgia RICO case rely on acts that are core presidential duties or a minimal official, then the new immunity case would present a new barrier to the government's prosecution. He adds, given the narrow overlap between the federal January 6 case and the Georgia state case, the state judge would likely follow the federal judge determinations. Don't know why is that. Similarly, a former federal prosecutor and CNN legal analyst Ella Hongian spoke about the ruling on Monday, saying that the Georgia case, the Fani Willis indictment, is the one in big trouble. You think? Yeah, he added the alleged, essentially largely the same conduct as Jack Smith January 6 case, so they're going to have in Georgia the same exact immunity issues. Hongen also noted that during his CNN appearance that the Court ruling could affect the case brought against former president in New York by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, who accused Trump of falsifying business records in connection to the hush money payments that were made to former star Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 presidential election. Daniel alleged she had an affair with Trump in 2006, which he denied. Trump was found guilty in the case, but had said he's planning to appeal the jury's verdict. He was sentenced in that case for July 11. Do not be surprised at all if we see that the next couple of days a motion for Donald Trump's legal team to throw out the verdict in New York State case, Hung said. The Fulton County District Attorney's Office, meanwhile, declined to comment on Monday after Newsweek reached out by email. So Trump responds to the court ruling in a post to Truth Social and wrote, on Monday, big win for our Constitution and democracy. Proud to be an American. Okay. So, is all these remaining cases in trouble? Some experts said yes, some experts said no. We'll have to wait and see. As well as the New York case, even though it's a state case. But then again, so is the Fani Willis case. But then the thing is, they were using a possible federal law in the New York case. So, I guess Jack Smith, Alvin Bragg's, Fani Willis, they're all going to be crying in their $5 footlong Subway sandwich. I know there's no such thing anymore, but CNN keeps insisting there is such a thing. Man, that's why they're getting sued by that Navy guy. They don't check their facts before they open their mouths. I know there's no $5 sub because even the half sandwich is more than $5 now. Come on. Well, once again, the Supreme Court rules, Trump wins, and unfortunately the prosecutors rules. We have to see what happens. And of course, if Fani Willis loses this one, I think that's going to be the end of her career. Sorry, Fanny Pack. We don't mean your rear end. We mean an actual fanny pack you put on the shoulder, on your waist. We don't care about your rear end. It doesn't appeal to me. You're not even anything like Mariah Carey. So, so this is Al Kane saying so long for now. And don't forget your style. I was making fun of Nate and Wayne when I said that.